It's an uncontrolled intersection.
How close is it to the school? I'm trying to put my head on this.
40 feet.
Okay.
I mean, from the parking lot, the width
And
of the road.
Mr. Fahey, would there be a reason why it wouldn't have shown up on a, I mean, you photograph each intersection
Every
before the
yard.
construction?
Every yard we do, we use, just to make sure that things get put back the way they were, or as close as we can. And the photographs did not show it, I've called on it, but if the council concurs, we'll put one in there. It's a three-way. Actually, if you're familiar with the intersection, Church and Eagle, it's actually the driveway access to Trinity parking lot. So the east-west would be Church and north-south would be Eagle. There's no stop on Eagle.
Right.
And currently, there's no stop going west on Church.
We had a car go through there last year, went right into the playground and wrecked it.
Oh, that's the one.
Mr. Mayor,
Late at night, you do not know that.
Yes, Mr. O'Loughlin?
I'd like to move that we put a sign in there, a stop sign in there, and meanwhile conduct a study as to whether it's warranted. I don't want to take any kids' safety and put it on the chopping block just because we got a hang-up about putting stop signs in.
Yep, I'll second that. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? This passes unanimously.
Clarification?
Yep.
You want one stop sign going east on Church,
Yes.
Yep.
going west on Church?
West.
West
You're
on
traveling west, yeah.
West, yeah.
Right, right. Okay, any other questions for Mr. Fahey? If not, we'll move on, we'll accept your report and move on down to the engineer, Mr. Duncan.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, you have my report. I'll take any questions you might have.
I just have a quick
Yeah,
thought.
Mr. Lang.
Mr. Duncan, on the second paragraph of your little blurb here, concerning the curb and gutter, that's kind of a good idea. I like that idea. When would we know? I know next year we're looking at putting in that frontage road. And will we have enough knowledge from the CASA 3 study so we can make determination of this before that happens?
I believe that's true. The other thing I want to see is if there's any funds available left. I mean, otherwise, it's something that the city would have to shoulder 100%.
Okay.
I mean, if we use up the entire $2 million in the bid, it's just kind of a non-issue, and we just bring it back and say if it's important to us to do it, let's move forward with it. If we're under the $2 million cap and there's some funds available, this would be eligible for that. If the county would concur, that's kind of where they're at right now. They're not wanting to put any throwaway dollars on this, not knowing exactly what the results of the study are.
Okay.
It looks good going that way, but they're not willing right now to commit to putting it into this project until we wrap things up.
Okay. Makes sense. Thank you.
Are there any questions for the engineer? If not, we'll move on down. Thank you for your report. We'll move down to the city administrator, Mr. Murphy.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, council members. You have my report. I have nothing to add at this time, but I will take any questions.
Any questions for Mr. Murphy? I have one. What's the nature of the complaints that we're getting from our solid waste disposal company?
Recruiting of new business, of new customers, and of their practices of picking up the garbage.
Okay. It's the same company that's doing both?
Yes.
Okay. We'll get some details from you later then. Okay. Any other questions for Mr. Murphy? Otherwise, we will accept your report with thanks. Okay, we come down to the public forum. There are a lot of people in the audience tonight, and I'm assuming that some of you are here to testify or to speak in the matter of Mr. Lanning. We weren't going to allow public testimony during our discussion, but this is an opportunity at this point. It's called the public forum. Anybody can come up and address the council and state your name and address for the record. Just give me kind of a ballpark idea of who's here to speak for Mr. Lanning. Is there like a raise of hands, just so I know? Okay, so if you all would please be courteous to everybody in the room and limit your comments to, say, 2 or 3 minutes, then you're more than welcome to come up and address the council. Oh, come on up. Yep, just come on up.
Mr. Mayor and worthy council people, I'm Mike Piper. My home is at 5340 124th Court East in Bridgewater Township. Post office is Northfield. I'm a candidate for House Seat 25B in the election 2010. So I'm here to introduce myself to you and to say that if I am endorsed this coming March, you'll be seeing some of me in this lovely town. I'm interested in Belle, Plaine. You have a SACO website. It's a model for other cities. The agenda is good, the minutes are good, and I like to keep up to date. So in the meantime, I'm going to give you a card that has, it's partisan, alas, but I'll give you a card. It has my weblog on it, which explains my positions more fully than I will here, and my email address. And so if you read something in there that you like, please let me know. Something that concerns you, let me know that too. I hope to be elected, and I hope to be a representative of this lovely town state legislature. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Piper. Okay, anybody else?
Good evening. My name is Anthony Spector, and I'm an attorney, and I represent Mr. Lanning. And I just had a question for the council with regard to the procedures for this evening. When the matter is called, it's my understanding that Mr. Lanning will have the opportunity to address the matter set forth.
I'm sorry, Mr. Spector, I didn't quite hear that last thing.
I was just, in response to what you had said prior to, I was just asking, when the matter of Mr. Lanning is called forth, that'll be the opportunity for Mr. Lanning to address.
If he wishes that would be the case, yes.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Mr. Spector.
Certainly.
My name is Jessica Pexa. I live at 804 Morningside Place. I'm here to talk about the matter of Chief David Lanning. I wanted to say I'm here on behalf of the Citizen Academy.